this place?
Yes, ma'am. How's it going?
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm the organizer.
Oh, how's it going?
Let right heel a little bit more powerful. Go ahead and switch. Other foot back. Same thing. And again, don't forget the hands. You're grabbing that partner. If you don't have a partner, let us know. Everybody has a partner? Oh, cool. Cool. All right, so we're going to start if somebody grabs you. They just grab your arm. They just grab it, and then they're pulling you back. So you always want to look where the opening is. What do I mean by the opening? Where the fingers are going to open. They're not touching, right? So you want to, so you grab me actually. You're going to grab me. You're going to look for that. You're going to make a fist. And you're going to pull down towards the opening. She's strong. That's good. So sometimes it opens up, especially if you're, that's okay.
Oh, hold out. Yeah.
See if you can slip. Now if you're strong enough,
Can everyone see? Do we need to move towards you guys?
Yeah.
so again, one open that opening, I'm trying to pull. Again, I'm still pulling towards where the opening would be. Away from there.
Oh,
Really hard. So you do need some power behind it.
I'm going to use the other hand for help.
So again, the legs really help you swing away from them.
I got it.
Now ask your partner to grab you a little bit hard. You want to try, even though we don't want to hurt each other, you want to make it useful. So it's hard. Grab his legs. Oh my God. Come here. Nice. Really try to grab it hard. Is she too strong? I don't know, like grab things. There you go. So it's just tricky because you just have to find like which one is it on.
Yeah, because I was going like this, and the opening up.
Right.
Oh, you're fine.
It's all good.
Oh, nice. It's good. It's good. You make me tougher. I don't want you to.
Oh, that's so she's too strong. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
How's it going? What's your name and what are we doing today?
Sure, my name is Sabrina Johnson and we're doing a free self-defense class for members of the AAPI community, kind of inspired by the recent attacks and violence that we've been seeing.
And what are your thoughts of the whole recent attacks from Asian Americans?
I mean, I think it's horrible. I myself am not an Asian American, however I am black, and I really felt that it was important for all people of color to kind of show solidarity with the solidarity with the Asian American community. The AAPI community really stood up for us during the Black Lives Matter protests over the summer, and it just felt right to kind of do what I can to help. I practice Muay Thai, but I'm not a self-defense instructor, so I'm here in a supporting role. But Alexandra, our self-defense instructor, is leading the class right now.
Why is it important to have a self-defense as like one of your lessons for everybody? If you're just a normal person, why is self-defense important?
I think it's very important. The reason I personally started Muay Thai was because there were a lot of attacks towards African American people, and I also personally was mugged. And I didn't know how to defend myself, so I was just kind of kicking and screaming, doing what I could, but I didn't know how to properly defend myself. But I think, the world, unfortunately, can be a very dangerous place for a woman, especially women of color. So I just think it's important, God forbid something happens, that you're able to defend yourself. And I also think it gives a lot of confidence to people, to, rather than being scared and kind of wanting to stay home, to be able to go out and feel confident that if something does happen, you know how to defend yourself.
This is just a quirky question. When you first landed that punch on whoever you landed it on, was it amazing, or was it just like?
Oh yeah, the first time I punched someone like outside of a boxing class was a person who was like in my face being racist, and I was like, and he shoved me. It was a guy, and he was bigger than me, and he shoved me, and I punched him in the face, and I don't think he was expecting me to know how or know what I was doing. But it's definitely very empowering, and it gives me a sense of confidence when I'm just living my life. That if someone does grab me, I know how to counter it.
Beautiful. How many of these free programs are you guys going to have? Or
Well, this is our first one, so it's going to kind of depend on interest. We do have a second planned for April 10th at this stage at 3 p.m. in Pomona. If anyone's interested, they can follow me on Instagram. It's at Unapologetically Biracial, which is my community organizations page. We're going to be sharing information on there, and then we will have more at this park or other parks depending on the level of interest.
And lastly, what would you say to people who don't feel empowered, who feel kind of like small? What would you say to for them?
You know, everyone can be big at the end of the day, and if you feel small, lean on your friends, lean on your family members. For me, I have a younger brother who is extremely athletic. My father was a boxer and a wrestler, so it's just kind of me leaning on my ancestry, my family, my friends to kind of empower me, because there are a lot of times that I feel small too, but at the end of the day, you kind of just have to have confidence and pick yourself up and really be proud of who you are.
Beautiful. What's your Instagram and all that profile?
My personal Instagram is Sabrina Michelle, SabrinaMichelle 88, and the organization is at Unapologetically Biracial, which is a community that I've started. It started off as a support group for multiracial people, and that's where a lot of our Asian American members were, expressing concern for themselves and their family, and that's kind of where I got the idea. But yeah, so if they want to support us on Instagram or get more information on the classes, that's a great way to do it.
Beautiful, amazing. Watch out for a right hook, right? Or unless you're a lefty.
Yeah, right hook. My right cross is my strongest.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Sabrina.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Good stuff. And so,
Don't want them to touch you or pull you, but if they are having a good grip, like you can tell, some of them is just an alert, which is good to know. Then the two hands a little bit lower down, with the collarbone, do not squeeze. Where I want you to do is just try to straighten out your arms, so again the pressure is not on the neck, but somebody would actually grab you. Their arms are pretty stiff, so that's what we're going to practice with my new model.
Hi, really nice to meet you.
So you're going to be choking me, so again from the collar, I'm a little sweaty, so I'm sorry. So I just want to put not pressure, but just go right. So, couple of options. One option is to stiffen your neck. Yep. You stiffen your neck, try to do the double chin to protect it, because that's actually going to make it stiffer, so your arteries are not as bendable if you're actually squeezing your neck. So you're going to stiffen your neck. Now, again, remember the legs try to open up wide. We're going to get under. Now, you want to make sure you go all the way low, because if they're still here, you don't go low enough, I'm still inside, and then I'm hitting their arms. So you want to make sure you go low. Very easy to get dizzy, so while we practice, take it slow, because if you do it too fast, you will get a little bit of whiplash. So again, stiffen your neck to protect it. We call it alligator neck. It's already going to feel harder, so even if they're squeezing, they're not going to be actually choking you as much. And again, try to want your stance all the way down in between their arms and under. Once that happens, then push, run away, but you just want to make sure that you go low enough that you don't hit their arm. Let's give it a try. Go down, in between, and down. Try not to let go. So, again, we're not squeezing that. We're just putting some pressure, so like you still have some room. And again, it's like the opening. It's like I can't keep following you as you do. You don't want to be choking it either. Oh, okay. I don't want you to always be choking, but I do want you to try to grab the So again, not on the head. And then you see your fingers. So instead of squatting down, try to just use the upper and squat down, they may still have the grip. Also, I can't even do what I told you with one foot back, one foot forward, so I'm really stuck. Ideally, my dominant arm, the So similar to what we've been saying, we want to look for the opening. So with one hand, you're doing something great with the other one. So again, this is still effective. Grab it, up, down. But also, if the opening is this way, I want to push them away. So similar that we just did, we turn all the way up. This again, even if they're holding you, that grip is going to let go. This is just for one arm. If again,
Okay, you don't have to. Oh, you're taking a picture. I was like, you don't have to go back down there.
So wherever that arm is, so if that's her right arm, I'm going to go to the left all the way out. I'm going to push it hard. You're not really hitting, you're just pushing. And again, it comes from the leg. I don't have any room, but I can still pivot and use my leg. And use my leg. So try that, just one arm. Turn in the leg and you push it out the way also.
So you can see right now, this group is practicing right now how you can hold someone against the wall if they are trying to attack you.
There you go. Yes. So you can really push it away. You're not going to hurt your partner. All you're doing is hitting their arm out. So you're straight up. I feel like that's
So straight forward right now, like it's so you won't hurt the person that's attacking you, but you will get out of that situation and be able to defend and be safe during that time. So those are some really cool things.
That one's a little bit tricky. If you're closer, let's say maybe you can show your hands right now. You just say no. And this one, you could still do it from here. This you wouldn't really hit because you have a lot of power. I would grab and so instead of just the shove, I would actually kind of grab a hold, pivot, and then turn. And that one, I'm already kind of maybe wiggling. So that one is not the fast kind of slap away. Grab kind of like the elbow, hard and push.
Running
Go ahead. You don't really want to grab the arm. It's kind of like a slap. You want to slap it away. Because if you're grabbing it, they may still be fighting you. So if you push it away, then it's away from you and I have enough time. So kind of like a slap. Slap it away. I want to see that arm swing to the side.
Let's see you get out of this.
Wait, I'm supposed to go this way.
You're trying the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. She might be on both sides. Angry all these years. I know, right? Nope.
Alright. So now, we're going to try if somebody comes from behind and hugs you, right?
Yep.
Thank you. I'm very sweaty. I apologize. Okay. There's two things that could happen. Sometimes we may actually be touching our hair, our arms, so we may have our arms a little bit freer. So we're going to do that one first, then we'll do it if our arms are stuck. So you come from behind. Oh, hi, hello. Oh. So what you're going to do, you're going to drop into a deep squat. You're still probably holding me, but at least I'm lower. And from here, now his face is a little bit closer to me. I can elbow, I can elbow, I can elbow, I can elbow. So you essentially want to go up, up, up. By doing this stance, he can try to pick you up, push you, but you have actually a steady stance. It's not going to be that easy to pick you up and drag you away. You're here. So you can even just try that. Without hitting, try to pull me away. Try to pull me away. I'm wide. You can't actually, and then boom, boom, elbow, elbow, elbow. So they grab you, your arms are free just for this one. We're going to do the arm when the arms are locked next. So arms are free. So let's start with you. The arms up a little. They grab you, drop, glide, squat, elbow, elbow. Go upwards. You're going to be taller than you, so their face is a little bit higher. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Turn your face away. Whoever is grabbing, just for safety, turn your face away to really ensure nobody hits you. On the elbow, slow, just to make sure you don't hit it.
I won't grab you that hard.
Oh no, so go wide. Go wide. Drop
the wide. Good job. How do you grab me?
It feels funny, but really go wide. It feels funny, but the wider the better. So be Essentially, the idea is that your legs are wider than theirs. How does that work? If they grab me from my belly and I drop wide, maybe I'm low enough. I can even pull that leg up. That's a little bit more advanced, but the idea is wider than theirs. So maybe if you do that low enough, because the elbow maybe didn't work, you grab that leg, you have all the power with those legs. Boom, he falls down. He can't get up right there. Maybe they're too heavy, but that can't work. So that's what you want. Wider than you're attacked. So let's go wide. Let's do another round. The wider the better. Maybe see if you can grab that. Don't pull that leg. Don't pull it. There you go. Just see if you can grab it. Just grab that ankle. That's all. Don't pull.
I feel like disoriented getting grabbed.
She's the wider kind of also, because in this case your arms are free, then you have kind of control. They say your belly, your arms are free, so even if you go low, they're still grabbing your belly, they're going with you. They register strong, but you have that control over them. Now let's say they grab you with your arms to the side. Maybe you're walking, they grab me, so now from here, obviously it's trickier. So again, the stance, you want to get a little bit wide, otherwise she's going to pull me back and my feet are together. You're not going to go as wide as we did before, but just try to always have one foot out, one foot open. From here, we're going to shimmy that booty to the side. Because now with the arms, you're probably grabbing us around the chest a little bit higher. So we're just going to stick that booty out. If we can, maybe try to step out. Really stick that booty out. Now their crotch, their groin is open. Even with my arms, I can still do this. I can grab and squeeze. So you want to make sure don't hit anyone. But again, even if she's squeezing me hard, I still have that room. I move my booty to open up that space. Groin. He is gonna like that. So again, try to open up the feet a little. Shake that booty out. Move the arms up closer. Either a bit of a karate chop or grab, please. Very good back. Yes, bang.
Okay.
So let's say they actually grab you with your elbow. I'm very sweaty, but I'm going to have you grab me from the elbow. In this case, you have to be careful. If the opening is this way, I want to go that way. If I do this, I lose all my power. So just in that case, you do have to be careful which way you turn. So again, where's the opening? That way. In this case, she's also already choking me. I can feel it. So because I don't need my hands right now, because all I need to do is stick my booty out, do try to pull them down with those hands, because I already feel her pulling me a little hard. So grab it, try to pull it down, and then she needs to the outside. So wherever that hand is open. Don't do this, I lose all power here. Go out, and again, I can still do the groin.
I think that's a fan favorite.
Good, it's effective.
Oh, easy. Sorry.
Perfect.
One side. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll do that for you too.
Yeah. So if I do Nice. So now we're going to kind of work on what you would do after any of these things, right? So ideally, if you immobilize him enough with the groin, you can just run away. But let's say, even though they let go, you got out of the hold, the choke, whatever it is, but he's still up, he can still chase you, he can still hit you. So we're going to practice some strikes. Now, the easiest way would be a shove. If they're literally with their hands down here, you can just shove them down. But let's say their hands are still free, they're coming at you. What you want to try to do is get distance. You just got out of a tight hold. You don't want to be in that tight space again. So we're going to practice what I call an L strike. So we don't want to actually punch. Everybody breaks their fingers punches. So we're not going to do a fist. We're going to have the hand straight, but like an L shape with that thumb up. You want your fingers stiff. So again, we try to protect them from breaking. And always remember, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And then you just want to throw it from whatever side is behind you. So somebody wants to be my model. Thank you. So again, I just got out of a tight hold. I finally got some distance. She's coming at me. Boom, to the throat. We're not going to do it to the actual throat right now. Just for today, we're going to go a little lower, just like a tap to the chest, maybe lighter, just like a little slap. But you want that opening to go towards the throat. Key thing is to not leave it out there. That's the biggest mistake. You throw something, they're going to grab you, and again, we lose all that power. So fast, exhale, just like we've been practicing. You pivot, fast, boom, straight and back, boom, straight to the throat. Again, we're just going to tap it a little lower. Time.
I got it there. Now. The whole body. Hands on you.
So you just got out. You just like, okay. You can even practice anything you did. Kind of shove them. Yeah. Oh, no. They're not usually going to be like, I can stick my hand out. I stick my hand out. Yeah. You remember. Oh, your elbow. Ow. Try again. Jeez. Nice, please don't hurt yourself. I didn't move out, right? So remember, don't even. Oh, we're trying to do like a, like, okay. Ow! I think you're a little like, that's just use one. There you go. Yeah. What else? Alright, so I see a lot of you getting ahead. That's not a bad thing. Now we're going to put it together. Right? We just like to break it out so we know every individual individual thing. Now we're gonna put it together. So let's try that last choke that we did. I'm sorry. So we just did this again. I don't go this way. I go towards the opening. Otherwise they chug me. I go here. Boom, boom. Let's say she actually dropped out. Not down, but just like I'm out of the chokehold. I'm still pretty close. Specifically on that one, even if he lets me go, I'm still pretty close. So you just want a light shove for today. It could either be from the shoulders if your partner is taller, and again, realistically, with this specific hold, it would be way lower. Use their hips to shove them away. And then that person, coming again, boom, to the throat. Because usually when that happens, they're not protecting themselves. They're coming in big and scary, so their throat is open. They're not like, okay, let me, come at me. So that's what you want to do. So try from that choke hold, out, boom, boom. They let go, but stay close. Either shove them from the chest or the hips, and then have that person just walk towards you, kind of open, and practice that little strike. That's part of putting it together.
It's like a big choreography.
We're in Fang Mao, right?
Yes.
What do we get here at Fang Mao? What's the best thing to get?
Basically the lamb kebab for sure, and the mala lamb. And also a lot of customers love our pan fried buns. Pork
Okay.
buns.
Now, do we cook it outdoors if the outdoors is available? What do we do here?
Since we cannot take the grills outside, we cook 90% indoors and then give to the customers with this grill so they can warm the food up. It's not gonna get cold and not so delicious.
Gotcha. Is there 2 locations or just 1 location?
We have 2 locations. One is Western, this one, and then we have another one on Olympic, which is smaller, cozier.
But what looks amazing though. Is this the best kebab in K-Town?
I hope so. Thank you.
What's the, do you go on Grubhub? Where can I hit it up?
We have DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Flanton, and also Ritual.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, that's